Newton's Law. Peggy, you ready for this one?
I'm ready, bud.
Now, with this particular segment, it's being our main segment, we get to go in depth. And as I was watching games this week, I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at the stat line because it was some good football on it.
Yes, sir.
All right. And even in college and even in the NFL, I kept thinking to myself, I was like, yo, what's each quarterback's winning formula? So this topic for Newton's Law is, do you know what the quarterback's winning formula is? More specifically, do you know your quarterback's winning formula? Now, Peggy, winning formula has everything to do with just the skill set of what that quarterback needs to be successful.
Okay.
But first things first, the winning formula for offense is number one, Peggy, you got to protect the football.
All right.
Gotta protect the McNuggets.
Nuggets.
You gotta protect the football. Okay. Why? Because it has too much implications on when you do not.
Okay.
Teams who protect the football typically wins. You have a stat line for me.
Yes.
Hold up. Make my point.
Okay, all right. Hello now.
Teams who protect the football, they typically win.
Yes,
You
sir.
have a stat line. But as I get to my next point,
Okay.
the quarterback has to be efficient.
Okay.
Right? Third, you have to make the plays that you're supposed to make, and that's as an offense as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, normal situations, make the play, that's where you get superstars and just regular football players.
All right.
Right? Make the play that you're supposed to make, and when you could do more, your skill set will allow you to do something that most people can't.
Okay.
Now, going back to, let's get into each and every specific topic that we do have. Let's bring this on home.
All right.
Here we go. Turnover differential. Peggy, why is this so important?
All right. So this is the stat. Teams with a positive turnover differential win about 70 to 75% of their games, while teams with a negative differential only win about 30% of the time. All right.
on now.
And it only just stopped there. In playoff success since 2000, about 80% of teams with a turnover differential of plus 10 or better have made the playoffs. All right. Next gen stats show offensive starting drives are forcing a turnover have a slightly higher chance of scoring. So 70% of the win lies within the turnover battle.
70%. If that stat line is not alarming, shout out to Jed Fish and Josh McDaniels when I was in New England. They will always tell us offensively, ball security is job security.
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
Ball security
Yeah.
is job security.
All right.
And it's everybody's job on offense to protect the ball. What about the offensive line? If I know I'm playing left tackle, I have to protect my quarterback. Because it's no way that if I'm looking right here and you got a person coming from this way, he can strip the ball.
Correct.
Von Miller is great at that.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows that, I know that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at a statistic that shows all numbers pointing to the reason why we should protect the ball. And if I'm hearing this as a defense, this is all the reason to get after the ball.
That's
Right?
true. We work on both sides.
Now let me explain this. Protecting the football is one thing, but turnover differential is a different type of stat. What is it? Now, if I get a pick,
Yeah.
you get a fumble, Peggy.
Okay.
What's the turnover differential right there?
And that's 2. If I get a pick and I get a phone, you even out.
You even out.
You even it out.
Right? Now,
scratch.
if I get a pick and 2 fumble losses and you get no type of turnovers, what's the turnover differential?
You up 3.
You're up 3, -3.
3 chance. Yeah, minus 3.
You dig what I'm saying? That's 3 opportunities. And the next gen stat clearly states what, Peggy?
Offensive starting drives after forcing a turnover have a significantly higher chance of scoring. Chance, man.
Yeah, that's you.
Come on now.
Come on, bro. But I don't know no football. But y'all don't want to see me in no damn booth. I don't even want to go to that damn booth. I'm lying. Fingers crossed. Send me that damn check. Next thing up, Peggy, we're going to talk about being efficient.
Yeah.
You may ask yourself, Bub, what the hell you mean by being efficient? It's simple. Find completions as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Find them. Find them. Anything. Do not force the ball if you don't have to.
Okay.
First down, second down, early down, chances on offense, you ain't got to force the ball. That's one thing Coach Belichick would hate. Like you threw a pick on first down in the first quarter. We got so much football to be played. Don't give them that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, the defense thrives, going back to the turnover just for a second, they thrive off tips, meaning tip passes,
Okay.
and overthrows, especially across the middle. These are things that the defense just
Tastes like candy.
I can't wait to have that motherfucker try me.
Yeah.
Tip passes, boom, that ball pop up in the air. It's like, ah.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You trying to throw a damn drag or a dig route or a bender. You overthrow that motherfucker. The safety coming down to try to deplete the motherfucker. And he say, oh, shit, that motherfucker overthrew that motherfucker pig. Easy. Right? These are all things that you must understand, especially what that formula is that we need going into each and every week. Being efficient, find completions, all right? Now, make the plays that you're supposed to make.
Yeah.
In basketball, they say just make your layups.
Yeah.
Not referring to layups. Just make the play that you're supposed to make.
Correct.
Hit your open shots.
Yeah.
Football, no different. Make the play that you're supposed to make. Check down, give them an accurate pass. Don't have your running back jumping all over. Don't have it just all like, bro, make the play you're supposed to make. So those are the things that, as I'm looking at football being played out, you may ask yourself, with this particular stat that we have highlighted here, number one, we got the pass completions and the pass attempts. We have touchdowns accounted for, rushing yards, and offensive turnovers. And I will guarantee you that that's going to be the formula that I can tell if the team won or lost or not.
Okay.
All right? Now, I'm not saying that it's 100%
Yeah.
true, but I am saying it's a high percent chance.
You in that 70% mark.
Come on, yeah, 70%. I'll take 70% chances of winning every single day of the week.
Yeah.
Now, there are some outliers that's out there now. We had an outlier over the weekend that happened.
Yeah.
That still wasn't the implication of what my algorithm dictates. But here we go. I saw the Steelers game and the Atlanta Falcons game.
Yeah.
I saw Justin Fields throw 17 of 23.
Yeah.
Not a lot of yards. Not a lot of yards. He didn't need a lot of yards. But he accounted for a touchdown, had no turnovers, and 57 rushing yards. See, that's the thing when I'm talking about winning formula. A guy like Justin Fields don't need to throw the ball 40-plus times a game. Keep him clean. Use Najee Harris and hand the ball off. Because I'm thinking, like, even in some very contentious situations where we got to put the game away, now you got the whole playbook. Play action, get the quarterback out on the edge, let him dish and distribute.
Balance it out.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's a very hard place to be in as a defensive play caller because you don't know what the fuck the damn team can damn do. Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, right? Some would say he balled out, which he did.
Yeah.
But Lamar Jackson ain't supposed to be throwing the football 41 times a game. That's not a winning formula for him. Now, what are you saying, Cam?
Because, I mean, yeah. Because he had 122 on the ground.
Listen, let me make it make sense. The flow of the game is dictating that you have to throw the ball this many times. Chances are we want to keep it where, hey, let's use Derrick Henry. Because if you got on a given game, Piggy, you may have an average of 55 to 65 plays a game. Let's just say on the low end, 45. Right? If you throwing 41 of those 55 plays, and not to mention you scrambling, those are also plays as well.
That's true.
What the hell the production at the running back position at? We want to keep everything balanced.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't make it peanut butter heavy. Can't forget the jelly.
Come on now. Come on.
Golly,
Say what you don't want to do, bro.
you can't make it peanut butter heavy.
Uh-huh.
And forget about the jelly.
Come on.
You got to keep it balanced, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go down smooth.
That's constipation right there.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna need a beverage.
Yeah.
That's what you gonna need, huh?
A nice glass of milk.
I'm trying to tell you. So look, when I look at Lamar Jackson's stat line, he did play a great game, but one mistake. Did he throw an interception? No. It was a fumble loss. Right? It was a fumble loss. Now, on the other hand, you may ask, on the contrary, Patrick Mahomes threw an interception.
Yeah.
So what's the turnover differential right there, Peggy?
It's even.
It's even.
Even.
But I would say in that type of game where you playing two good teams, if the turnover is still equal, I would love to see time of possession.
Now you're getting this.
Come on, Peggy. That's the outlier
That's the
right there.
outlier.
If everything's even, who has the ball longest?
Yeah.
And then if it's still, another outlier is, okay, the big plays. Because now you may have the ball, you know, that's not a perfect indication because there's sometimes you may have 2-play drives, you may have 1-play drives, you may have 4-play drives. Shoot, you may have 13-play drives.
Yeah.
You're eating at the clock. Keep going down the line. We got Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Pass completions 9. Pass attempts 19. He went 9 of 19, accounted for 3 touchdowns, 56 yards. 1 offensive turnover by way of an interception off the hands of Anthony Richardson. They lost by 2 points.
Closer.
Come on now. What if he would not have turned the ball over? You did, they lost 29-27. Now you look on the contrary, I say, hey, what did C.J. Stroud do? 24-32, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. How many interceptions? None.
Yeah.
Finish the statement, Peggy. You ain't got to do nothing special to be what?
Special.
Just do your job.
Just do your job.
Protect the football.
Yeah.
Be efficient. Make the plays that we're supposed to make. These are all winning formulas. Justin Fields. Bro, we won by 8 points. You played a clean game.
Yeah. No
Just dude, I don't need you to be throwing the ball 45 times. Like the Florida game gonna be what the Florida game gonna be. Now there's certain times where you're gonna have to say like, yo, this a shootout.
We gotta shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me get him.
But in these type of situations, Lamar Jackson, he threw the ball way too many times.
Yeah.
But he had to score. What am I saying? I'm not saying that if you get a guy like Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, or even Anthony Richardson, and you see him at a pitch count of 36 throws a game and you sitting at the early part of fourth quarter, I'm not telling you not to throw the football. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can't win a football game if he does throw the ball a lot of times. What I am saying is,
What you saying,
ideally, we will want to keep that pitch count because these guys can impact the game not just off of their arm talent.
In multiple ways.
Keep going down my list right here, Peggy.
So
Here we go. We talked about Lamar. We talked about Anthony Richardson. Let's talk about Justin Herbert. All right. Pass completion 17-26. Right. 1 touchdown accounted for. 0 offensive turnovers. 22-10. So when you go to Justin Herbert, it may not be a monstrative game, but you still won the football game.
You did. 22.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
22-10. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on, Watt. 24-45.
24-45. Throwing the ball way too many times. Accounted for 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
39 rushes. 2 interceptions. It's not a winning formula, not for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Now, I do think Deshaun Watson can throw the ball upwards of about 35 times because he is efficient, can be efficient, but he also can attack you with the run. He's not a run-first type of guy like an Anthony Richardson or Lamar Jackson,
Correct.
but he does have the capabilities of running the football very effective. Yeah. Now, you don't have as many design quarterback runs, But
he
can sustain being successful with a high throw pitch count. But Deshaun Watson has to protect the football better.
And they did lose 33-17.
Come on now. Yeah. Now, Tua Tagovailoa. This is a guy that he can throw the ball anywhere from about 35 to 40 times a game. Because why? His throws, and I'll put him in the same category as a Matthew Stafford, where I will want him to throw the ball. Because a lot of those perimeter throws, bubble screens, hitches, drags, these efficient-ass throws, get the ball out real quick. You got guys that could do damage. Those are almost like running plays.
Yeah.
All right? So.
And they won, too.
Yes, but those, you must understand the weapons that he has. If I'm the coach and I'm saying to Tua Tagovailoa, bro, give your guys some chances. What the fuck? We don't need you to run the football by no means. We got the best football player on the planet at your disposal. We got a top tier talent that's standing across from him and Jalen Waddle. And we got a monster in the making when he get healthy and Odell.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Get the ball out your hand.
It's important that we understand this quote. We're not asking you to win the football game. We don't need you to win the football game. Just do your job. Don't lose the football game.
Yeah.
How do you lose the football game, Peggy? Turnovers. Not making your plays that you're supposed to make. Give guys chances. Give guys chances.
Chance, man.
You dig what I'm saying? When I look at a guy like Matthew Stafford, right?
Yeah.
Pass completions, 34 of 49. This motherfucker damn near threw the ball 50 times, man.
Yeah.
But hear me out when I tell you this. They still had an opportunity to win.
Yeah. It was close.
He had a turnover. He threw an interception. That was costly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't understand the different flows of the game. Just because you throw an interception don't always mean that you're going to lose the game.
But it don't help with your chances.
It's still, you want to protect the ball at all costs. They lost the game by 6 points. They still had a chance to win, given what the scoreboard said. All right. To my point, let's talk about your boy Baker Mayfield here. Threw the ball 30 times, completed 24 passes. What are we talking about here, Peggy? Accounted for 4 touchdowns, rushed for another 21 yards. How many offensive turnovers?
0.
Come on, bro.
Golly. That boy Baker's on fire. You know they got the win.
Big win.
37-20 over the Commanders.
Come on.
Yeah, you're right. You on
like, bro, just do your job. Just protect the football. You got guys, too.
Yeah.
You got Hall of Famers in that huddle. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We ain't asking you to win a football game. We just ask you not to lose.
Yeah.
Now, Bo Nix, young player, 26 of 42, accounted for 1 touchdown, 35 rushing yards. Offensive turnovers, 2.
2. They took that L.
You dig what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, even while you playing the way you played, Bo Nix, we still lost the game by 1 possession, 20-26.
Yep.
What if you wouldn't have thrown 2 interceptions?
We could have been up.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. But that's all I'm saying. Do we know, or do you know, as a fan, as a coach, even as a player, what your winning formula is? I was thinking to myself, I said, damn, bro. When I played, I can't remember too many times where I threw the ball more than 40 times and we won. That's not to say we never won.
Yeah.
But if we're throwing the ball that many times,
something ain't balanced. You balance them ties a little bit better, brother.
We got it. You know, it's a chemical imbalance.
Chemical imbalance.
Like, damn. You feel what I'm saying? We got to do quarterbacks to show.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
That's it. Oh, but we do have an outlier.
Okay.
Obviously, the outlier game, and that's what you said, the time of possession. All right. So the Eagles versus the Packers. All right. The Eagles had 3 turnovers. The Packers had 1. All right. So the stat line: Jordan Love had 17. He was 17 to 34, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And Jalen Hurts he was 20 of 34, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. All right. But like you said,
the stat line then says you would think the Packers would have won.
Yep.
But then you go down to how did the Eagles win? Go to the time of possession.
Yeah.
They won the time of possession.
They did.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, football at the end of the day is becoming as analytical as it's ever been. People that's on the sideline, people that's, giving any type of insight is telling coaches these type of things. Ernie, the hidden gem in New England, would always talk. He was the only person that could talk to Bill Belichick, or that Bill Belichick would kind of listen to that wasn't a real coach. And he would give statistical kind of insight to what we supposed to do. Analytics state that we supposed to go for it. Ain't no different than what next gen stats is.
Anybody else do?
But this is all it is. The NFL is becoming an analytical sport. What should we do? Should we go for it on 4th and 2 on our 40-yard line?
What the percentage say?
What does the percentage say? Well, we got a 65% of getting the first down. Man, shit, we're going to go for that.
Go for it.
Depending on who we playing.
Yeah.
Shit, we need to win right now, motherfucker. We ain't got time to be playing fucking conservative.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Gotcha, bro.
So that's all I'm saying when I'm coming up with a statistic or a stat line that says, number one, the turnover differential is key. It's very pivotal, P.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on, Peg.
All right now, boo.
Then you got to talk about being efficient as an offense.
Yeah.
Make the play quarterback that you're supposed to make.
Fine,
All right? Then everything else is going to take over. Your natural skill. If you can get out of a damn sack, you know what I'm saying, make a guy miss. Some guys can, some guys ain't. But we're not asking you to do that. When I watched the game on Monday Night Football, Brock Purdy played within himself. Didn't even have Christian McCaffrey. Shit. From the scoreboard, you didn't necessarily need him. The motherfucker was playing clean, right? I'm saying to myself, I'm like, damn, dog. 19 of 29, 231 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. When you talk about the whole team stat, no fumbles, no interceptions for the 49ers. New York Jets, on the other hand, 1 fumble loss, 1 interception. Just play within yourself. So you talking about, man, we trash. Man, we this. Man, we that. Bro, hold on. Matter of fact, to my point, let's look at the Giants. All right? Daniel Jones, my boy, throwing the ball 42 times. That's not a formula for Daniel Jones.
No, okay.
22 of 42, 186 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. That's why you're getting booed. But look, fumble loss, none for the Giants. 1 fumble loss for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, he threw a pick.
Interceptions, 1.
Yeah.
So the turnover differential, if Daniel Jones had 2 interceptions, is what?
It evens it out. 2-2.
It evens it out. So even then, when you even talk about the time of possession, shit, the Giants had that. But fuck, what did they do with the turnovers?
They didn't capitalize.
Come on, bro.
Make the plays you're supposed to make.
Come on, Peg. I mean, it ain't hard, big dog.
Putting it together now.
I'm just trying to like pick up what I'm putting down, Peg.
Come on now, getting while the getting is good, bud.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro.